Bam! What's going on, folks? Life Lesson with Juvy. I am your host, JuvyThaKid. Hit me up, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Periscope, at JuvyThaKid, JuvyThaKid. Let's get into it. Lil Homie 127. Validity of Valentine's Day. Is it a truck full of gifts? Is a truck full of gifts necessary, or is verbal expression enough? Excuse me. Sorry about that. It all depends on what kind of person you are. Excuse me. Apologize about that, folks. Oh my goodness. It all depends. It all depends on what kind of person you're with, the type of person you are. If you're a material person, it's one of those things like for Valentines, like you need presents, and like if you don't get presents, you feel like the person you're with didn't like appreciate you enough or whatever it is. Then verbal expression and someone just chilling with you and watching a movie at home and just like snuggling up on a couch, probably not going to be your idea of a fucking great Valentine's Day. You probably want a truck full of gifts and everything, but I don't know. It all comes down to the I can only say like what I do for Valentine's Day when I'm with somebody. Like I can't really speak on like what other people do, because it all like the day comes down to the person. You know what I mean? Some people feel Christmas, it's about family, it's about just seeing everybody being happy, like hot cocoa, you know what I mean? And other people feel it's about presents and spoiling people, you know what I mean? Like getting spoiled, spoiling people, whatever it is. So yeah, it all depends. For me, I'm the chill at home, let's watch a movie. Like I'll get like I'm a little thing kind of guy. Like if I know like what like the girl's favorite snack is or whatever, I'm gonna make sure like I have that just like as a little surprise, like for when we like throw our movie on Netflix or whatever it is. If there is a movie that like she's been waiting for, and then like I find out like it's on Netflix, like it just got put out today or whatever, then like I'll throw that in the list and like have it in the holster. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm kind of like a fucking sentimental dude too. You know what I mean? Like a lot of guys don't want to admit to it, but I'm like one of those fucking hopeless romantic kind of guys. Like I don't know. I like that. I like sappy shit sometimes. I like cuddling. You know what I mean? So I don't know. For me, it's like I don't know. I don't need a truck full of gifts. I'm not gonna give you a truck full of gifts. So for me, it's verbal expression and just spending that time with each other. Kalonji _ that mofo. Actually, this mofo is the reason that the podcast is called Fuck a Title Show. I didn't know what I was going to call it. I'd thrown the question out, and that's what that was the best one that was thrown out for me. So, is the news even worth watching these days? All this fake news and alternative facts. Is the interwebs even safe to do research anymore? At one time, you could scan the net and do your own research. You still fucking can. Like, man, there's too many people fucking falling into this trap nowadays. Okay, I'll break this down for you guys. Where do you hear the terms fake news, alternative facts? Where do you always hear that thrown out? Trump administration, right? Politics, right? Where people got into office by lying, and now you are now mad at them for lying? Alright. The problem is I have a lot of friends that are into conspiracy theories, and it's always, oh, the news isn't trustworthy, you can't trust the internet, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Pump the fucking brakes. It is very, very possible to still get trustworthy news. It is still possible to do research and form your own opinion about what might be right, what might be not right. You don't just go to one news source and take their word for it. You know what I mean? You go around, you look at different news sources from the left, from the right, down in the middle, whatever it is. See what facts and everything are still like the common in those articles. You know what I mean? A lot of the shit people will get confused just because like it's a right-wing site or a left-wing site, or what, like they get like distracted from the things that are actually very common in those articles. I don't know. It's just one of those things, like, so by this whole thing, like, because so many people are saying this shit nowadays. So if I see something on the internet and on the news that says, we just found, like, let's go with Chinese ocean explorers find a wide variety of new creatures. They have video of them outside of the submarine swimming by. They have pictures of them. Okay, well, is that fake news now? Like, what? Just because fucking Trump and, like, his administration, and even before that, like, really, like, a lot of the fake news or whatever, and, like, alternative facts, it all comes down to politicians. Like, if all you focus on is government and politicians and people who lied to get, like, your popularity vote, and now you're mad at them for lying, like, then that's all you're gonna think the internet or the news is. If you actually, like, check out many other sources, if you just, you know, focus on other things instead of fucking government conspiracies and just people honestly, like, jumping on, like, news stations just to talk shit about the other side. We see it a lot. Like, there's tons of things that you can learn from the internet still. I was just listening to an audiobook on YouTube last night about Norse mythology. Should I discredit that author and his years of work now for putting that book together because it was on the internet? No. It all, like, this is one of those things where it all depends on what you're bringing into your life. If you're always just bringing in that constant government negativity, government conspiracy, and piling it on all the time, then that's all you're going to think, like, things are. That's all you're going to think the internet and news is. But it's not. 100% it isn't. So yes, the news is worth watching. Don't take everything that you see, like, to heart, and don't fucking buy into everything 100%. Do further research. Something that a lot of people these days don't like to do for some reason. Another thing is, if something seems like fake news, Google it. Do a lot of research. Do you know how many people contribute to the internet? And if something big happens in the world, you know how many other people besides, like, news broadcasters are contributing to that? People, that regular citizens that were just on the scene? Like, come on, guys. Like, what? Is Donald Trump now the Wizard of Oz? He's the man behind the curtain and controls the media and everything? If anything, this should be showing you guys that the government doesn't control the media. What president would willingly have his administration go on CNN, go on Fox, go on whatever? And I mentioned Fox because he's a big fucking fan of Fox for some reason. But, like, what kind of president, if he has so much control over the media and everything, why would he let his administration go on news broadcasts to continuously be disproven in debates, in claims that they've said, everything? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, this whole, the news is fake and whatever, that whole claim doesn't work anymore. There's too many people who are, like, aware of shit going on in the world, and there's too many people contributing to, like, the news in the world. So, no. I don't think, like, everything is fake news or alternative facts. The news is worth watching, but don't only use one news source. Use many and do further research. I don't know why the internet wouldn't be safe to do research anymore. If I remember correctly, WikiLeaks is on the internet, and they're the ones that leaked all the shady stuff the government was doing. Just saying. So yeah, I don't know. Don't pull a lot of negativity into your life from the media shit, and you won't think that that's all that's out there. Yeah. Alright, back from the gym, and Hamilfet snuck in an extra life lesson in there, so I'm going to tackle that. And then this will revert back to the original outro. So let's do this. Hamilfet. Changing your mindset. Your mind is a magnet. What you put out in the universe through your thoughts is ultimately what you will receive. So be positive and uplifting. Absolutely. Anybody who's followed this channel or any, like, the account or whatever for a long time knows that that's my thing. Like, stay positive and uplifting, and that's what you're going to get. I kind of talked about it with the whole news thing, but it's like, you know, if you're always searching out negative things, if you're always putting out negative energy, then you can't really blame anybody but yourself when all you have is negative things around you. You got to try and stay positive as you can. But a lot of people will be like, well, how can you be positive with all this stuff with Trump? I find it very, very hilarious. These are supposed to be professionals and adults that can't actually, like, have a conversation or a debate. They're like a little kid who's like, well, my brother will beat you up. He's tougher than you. Like, I don't know. It's just funny to me. The one guy looked like Crispin Glover's fucking younger brother. Damn. That's a dope multi for man. If I was still battling and I'd battled some like really skinny kid, Crispin Glover's younger brother. Psh. Anyway, yeah, just you got to be positive. You know what I mean? Like with that whole Trump thing, I just look at it as like it's a lot of like material for comedy, just even in itself. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Without all that crazy stuff, we wouldn't have the awesome Melissa McCarthy, Sean Spicer skits. We wouldn't have Alec Baldwin doing an awesome Donald Trump impression. So yeah, there's always positives to things. You know what I mean? So yeah, just what you put out is what you're gonna get back. If you're posting a lot of negative energy and stuff, even on Instagram, always saying like you're feeling down, you're feeling negative, whatever, you're not going to pull yourself out of that cycle because all you're doing is talking about it. You're still posting it. So stay positive, uplift yourself, and you can uplift others as well. Spread smiles everywhere you go. Share hugs with anybody you can. This has been Life Lessons with Juvy. I've been your host, JuvyThaKid. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Periscope, at JuvyThaKid, JuvyThaKid. God damn, I got worked up. I've got a little bit of a sweat going now. All my quiet kids, freaks, and weirdos. For the love of everybody, keep being weird.